Fathers, what happened after you abandoned your child? The first time I saw Jeremy again, he looked right through me like I was a ghost. Maybe that made sense, since I had basically been one. I was 42, and I worked construction my whole life. The kind of work that leaves your back screaming before you hit 40. But none of that pain ever came close to what I felt the day my wife Sarah died. Cancer took her fast. One minute, she was laughing at breakfast, and the next, she was gone. Our boy was 8. I couldn't look at him without seeing her, so I walked. I didn't say much. I just vanished. My sister Rachel raised alarms for years, but I never listened. Not until she called one night, her voice shaky, telling me she saw bruises on Jeremy. Said her gut was screaming that something was wrong. His stepdad, Derek, always seemed polished. Good job. Volunteers on weekends. Wave at the neighbors. But Rachel said Jeremy flinched when Derek got near. I didn't sleep that night. Couldn't. All I saw was Sarah's face, and the promise I broke. So the next day, I parked outside his school. He limped out wearing long sleeves in July. I followed him at a distance. He went to this busted little park and sat alone on a bench, as if he didn't know where else to be. My heart was thudding like I was about to rob a bank. I finally walked up and said his name. He turned slowly, just stared. "You're not dead?" he said. "No," I replied, "but I know I should be." He stood up, eyes burning. "You left me. You don't get to act like you care now. Go back to being dead." Then he turned, but as he walked away, I saw the edge of his sleeve roll up. Purple, yellow, fresh. I called his name. He froze. I asked him straight out. He didn't say anything, just yanked his sleeve down. Then, like the dam broke, he whispered, "He's been hitting me for years." I stepped closer. He pulled back. "You lost the right to help," he said. 7 years ago. He left me standing there. I drove straight to the cemetery, sat in front of Sarah's grave, whispering apologies that came too late. Then I called child services, but they told me unless he talked or there was proof, there wasn't much they could do. I started showing up at the school, at the park, never pushing him, just being there. And then one night, my phone rang. "Dad," Jeremy whispered. "Please, he's coming." I locked myself in the bathroom. I didn't even grab my boots. I drove like I was chasing the devil. When I got there, the door was cracked. I heard shouting. I kicked it open and saw Derek stomping down the hall, belt in hand. He turned, surprised to see me, and smirked. "What, you back from the dead to play hero?" I didn't answer. I just stepped between them. We fought. No fancy moves, just fists and rage and years of guilt. He got in some good hits, but I dropped him hard when I saw Jeremy peeking from the bathroom, shaking. The cops showed up mid-fight. Neighbors had called. Of course, I was the one in cuffs at first, but then Jeremy handed them his phone. He'd been recording everything for months. Derek went limp when they pulled the phone out. Didn't say a word. Cuffed him right there. He's still sitting in a cell, waiting for charges. Rachel took Jeremy in. I went to court, laid it all out, told the truth, that I ran when I should have stayed, that I wasn't asking for a free pass, just a second chance. Now, 6 months later, we go to therapy together. It's not all smiles. There are hard days, but last weekend, he came over and we fixed up the spare room. I asked if he wanted to fish next Sunday. He nodded. On our way back from the lake, he said, "I kept all the cards, even when I hated you." I didn't know what to say, so I just kept driving. But later that evening, we stood at Sarah's grave, flowers in hand. I whispered to her, "I can't change what I did, but I'm here now, for him, forever."